Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest, and welcome to the stock of the day, Playside Studios, ticker code PLY. This was an absolute no-brainer for stock of the day, and the reason behind that is because the company did release a trading update, and hopefully you know my opinion of trading updates. They are the most powerful type of announcement a company can release, because what trading updates are is just new information, and the market digests that new information. And if that new information is really good or more than what the market expected or better than what the market expected, you will see the share price rally. But on the flip side, if the new information is much worse than what the market expected, if it's a downgrade, then you will see the share price drop. And unfortunately for Playside Studios, they did release a negative trading update and the share price has been absolutely hammered. And I'll be honest with you, fully expected it. I actually did have a look at this trading update. I saw the downgrades and I went, oh, this is not going to go well for this company. This is an absolutely horrible, terrible trading update from the company. And based off their now expected numbers compared to the previous expected numbers, I'm just wondering, do management know what's happening here with this company? Were their original expectations way too bullish? And can we trust management moving forward? So I have a lot of questions, not being a shareholder of this company anymore. I was a shareholder for a while, but I actually do have to question management of this company now, just based off this horrendous trading update. So what I'll do in this video, we'll go through the trading update. I'll talk about why it's horrendous, and hopefully it's pretty obvious. And then we'll have a look at the chart. I've mentioned a few times in the past that if you buy a company whose share price is in a downtrend, or just holding a company whose share price is in a downtrend, there's a better chance, a much greater chance the company will release a negative trading update or any sort of negative financial news. Now, if you buy a company whose share price is in an uptrend, there's a greater chance the company will release a positive trading update. And this is a great example of that exact thing. So have a look at the chart and you can see why, possibly, if you're just trading this company, you'd be well out. You would have been well out about 6 months ago or so. So first of all, let's have a look at the trading update. By the way, share price down 47.37%. Could it drop any further? Share price is near the low of the day. So there is still room for the share price to drop even now because we haven't seen any buying come in. The market is not enthusiastic about this company right now. So let's have a look at why. Okay, so trading update. Now, sometimes you'll get an indication whether the trading update might be positive or negative. This one, no idea. Just mentioned unaudited, or the announcement was titled Unaudited First Half Financial Year 25 Result and Trading Update. Some companies would put in upgrade or downgrade or warning, that sort of thing in the title. But this is the sort of announcement you have to open up and have a read. And that's exactly what I did this morning at about 8:22 a.m. Well, it wasn't 8:22 a.m. They released it at that time. I read it a little bit after that. Okay, so I actually didn't really read the first half results. I think I went very quickly through that. I can't remember a single thing about it. I really want to focus on the trading update. Again, trading updates are so powerful. So unfortunately, it became quite obvious that this was a really negative trading update from the get-go, because I actually mentioned in the first line, management expects financial year 25 financial performance to be below the guidance provided to the market in October 2024. So we're not talking about that long ago. We're talking about 3 or 4 months ago. Now we get to the point where this trading update reads absolutely horrible. Revenue now is only expected to be between 50 and 54 million. Originally, they were expecting revenue to be between 62 and 68 million. That's a pretty big drop in revenue, just based off percentage change, not just in numbers. A lot of times when you see a downgrade, it might be a very slight miss, maybe a 1% miss in revenue or EBITDA or profit. This is a huge miss, a massive miss. And again, I have to question management, but do they know what's happening? Do they understand what's happening with this company? Are they being too bullish about the future of this company? That sort of thing. The next line down we have, or bullet point, EBITDA loss now between 6 and 10 million. Previous $0 to $5 million profit. So the company is going from an expected profit, okay profit, particularly it was like 5 million, to a pretty big loss. So between 6 and 10 million. Now this is EBITDA, that sort of thing, but it's still a huge downgrade. This is a massive downgrade. And closing cash balance previously expected to be between 15 and 20 million, now expected to be between 10 and 15 million. So $5 million lower cash levels than originally expected. So they are burning through cash. They do go on to why. They talk about, I wouldn't say excuses, that sort of thing, but it does seem like the company's management were being a little bit too bullish. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, they actually did mention that somewhere in there. They were being a little bit too bullish about the work for hire, that sort of thing. So a really negative trading update from Playside Studios, and that is why the share price is currently down 47%. Now, did we get a bit of an idea that this could have happened to Playside Studios? Now, I'd love to do research on this, because I typically say that if a share price of a company is in a downtrend, there's a much greater chance a company will release a negative trading update. And I've been saying 80%. I'm just picking a number out of the air. And the same thing is true when a share price of a company is an uptrend. I've been saying 80% chance if a company does release a trading update, it's going to be positive. I love to do a bit of research on that. So let's have a look at the chart for Playside Studios. And this was, by the way, I had been trading it. Share price in the chart looked pretty good between late 2023 and halfway through 2024. Company did release something that seemingly was positive in May, 28th of May. Share price popped up to above or around $1.10, but we saw a fair bit of selling coming in, which was sort of the first sign that the market was a little bit more wary about this company than I was. And then the share price moved into a downtrend in July, and the share price just kept on falling. There was a little bit of a rally back in October, and then they released, would have been probably the AGM, they released something negative on the 23rd of October. Share price dropped 32.2% on that day. Share price kept on falling. Share price kept on falling, which tells us the market has no enthusiasm about this company, even with the share price dropping and with the valuation of this company falling. So the market seeing no value at all as the share price kept on falling. And then today, share price down 47.37%. Pretty big volume coming in, but we have seen that now a few times. The company has released some negative news. In fact, they've released 2 negative news announcements in the past 4 months, and the share price has dropped from about 70 cents all the way down to 20 cents. So we're talking about, what's that? That's like a 70% drop in share price in a fairly short period, even 80% drop in share price in a fairly short period of time. Now, last time share price was this low, well, we might have to go all the way back to never. This is the lowest share price has been. So we could actually say maximum negativity has been built into the share price at this point in time. But would you be willing to take a position in Playside Studios right now? The market's not. I'm not at all. This could possibly not be the end of the bad news flow from the company. We need to see signs that things might be turning a little bit more positive for Playside Studios. Okay, so that's the stock of the day. Playside Studios, a really negative update from the company. Share price down 47%, and who knows how much more further it has to fall. It could fall another 50% from here, or even more than that. Anyway, if you have any questions, any thoughts, leave those in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I'm not a financial advisor. If you need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.